Yeah.
I've spoken to Esperance and I don't think she's a really good candidate. But I just want to say something. What is your manifesto going to be and what's your background? Do you live in Luton? Are you from Luton?
Yeah.
You're born here?
Yeah, born here, grew up here.
Education?
Yeah, went to ICNILS, went to sixth form, went to university in Oxford, but yeah, went to state schools in Luton.
So what's your manifesto going to be? What are your principles and your ideologies?
I'm writing at the moment. I want to share it with you. Partly why I'm here is because I want you to feed into it. My ideology is, I come from the left, if you like, probably in a different time and place. I do vote in Labour.
Explain that. Left.
Okay.
Explain
Yeah,
that for the
yeah,
rest
I know,
of the
I'm about to. What concerns me most is that we support society, and that means everybody in society, whether you're rich, poor, whatever it is. The big reason why, beyond those specific issues, right, so like education, young people, the big reason actually why I'm standing is we've had this enormous financial crisis, and you and I, we all pay taxes, because if you buy one of these, you're paying taxes. We've all bailed out the banks. And what's now happening is that all the talk is of cutting back public services in order to pay for that financial assistance we've given to the banks. Yeah? I look at it differently. I think actually now is the time that we should be creating a much fairer society. And for me, a much fairer society would be that we would increase taxes on the banks and on the wealthier parts of society.
Oh, so
we have, yeah, yeah. And the reason I am is because I think what's going to happen in the next few years, I think it's enormously important for all of us actually. What's going to happen is, as public services get cut back, it's going to be things like old people's homes, it's going to be things like fire service, it's going to be things like education. You've already got a massive waiting list of people who want to go to university next year who can't go, simply cannot go, because all the funding is being cut back. Now, if I was running the country, I'm not saying there wouldn't be any cuts at all, but you could actually protect most of those public services, and it will be the unpopular things. It will be things like drug treatment programs, because you know who's really going to stand up and say yes, support the drug addicts? You're not going to get many politicians doing that. It's going to be things like mental health services. It's going to be those things which are not going to be protected. And I actually think if we had a fairer society, which means people who've got more to give, chipping in a bit more, then we could actually protect a lot of those services. At the same time, I don't know if you've heard this, we've got the biggest gap between the richest people in our country and the poorest that we've had for decades, more than 50 years, since before the Second World War. And I think that's creating a massive division in society. I think that's also contributing to people kind of chasing after wealth, like chasing after money, and that's how people are seeing happiness. I think we have a very individualistic society. It's about the individual. And I think that as well would help to rebalance society, and that we would actually still have a good chance of providing those services that are going to protect people who are most vulnerable in society. So that's what I stand for.